And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports. We've got a special here. We have the man of the moment, Mr. Asgar here, back on BWTM Sports. Before I continue, BWTM Sports in association with Round for Round Boxing, the new boxing game coming out in development, and we've got some new information for you. We'll bring to you later today. Check it out. Round for Round in association with BWTM Sports. www.roundforroundboxing.com and Three Kings Boxing for your latest breaking boxing news. Check them out. www.threekingsboxing.com. So without further ado, I bring Mr. Asgar here of Team Fury, Team Tyson Fury. Let's bring you in the room.
How you doing, Ingram? You good?
I'm good, brother. It's nice to have you back in the room. It's been a little while.
Yeah, you've been doing your thing. I've been following you. I've been doing my thing. But, you know, I'm still watching what you're doing. Don't worry.
Right. There's 1,001 questions that come out. Some of them are conspiracy theories. Some are not conspiracy theories. But the only way we're going to find that out is by asking you the questions, because you are the man that's in the corner. For those people who don't know who you are, just give people an overview as to who you are.
Hey, my name's Asgar. I do the corner work for Tyson Fury. I'm assistant coach to Ben Davison. I am what I am. Just doing what we're doing.
Great stuff. So you've got a pretty long history with the Furies, whether it be with Peter Fury or now with Ben Davison and Tyson Fury. So you're not just a jolly-come-lately lad.
Yeah, I've been very, very blessed to be in a very fortunate position. Priceless experience. I've been there and I've done it. I'm still doing it.
So we always remember that memorable night when Tyson lifted the title.
Yeah, in Dusseldorf in Germany.
Yeah,
2015, the most magical moment in history. Been there.
So, of course, now we move on. Tyson's been out of the ring. I guess you've heard what I've been saying. So let's get straight into the meat and potatoes as to why we're doing this interview. Tyson's decision, first and foremost. He's now with Ben Davison. Something that I saw when I first saw him with Ben. I believed that he was going to stay with Ben Davison, and that seems to have been the case. He did stay with Ben Davison. He wasn't just going there for a workout. He actually stayed with Ben Davison. He's been with Ben Davison 2 fights. You're on the inside. You see what's happening. What's your honest opinion on the change of training camps from the Tyson Fury who was with Peter Fury, who took him to the world title, to now Ben Davison?
Okay, yeah. It is what it is in terms of who he's with. When I heard of Ben Davison, obviously I had my own thoughts, what's he about? I remember meeting Ben and Tyson in Wolverhampton, and instantly, the first thing that came to my head is, wow, Tyson's in such a great place, physically and mentally. And that itself, that just sold it me straight away. Then I got to, obviously I've seen Ben at work. I've seen Tyson at work. The chemistry is unreal. It is what it is. It's working. Whatever it is, it's working. Our main priority is Tyson Fury, to make sure he's back at his best. Not just so much the boxing. I'm on about him personally. If Tyson Fury decided not to box again, so be it. But it was boxing that was where his heart and his head was at. When he's boxing, he's at his best. And look, it proof's in the pudding. We see the Tyson Fury that we all know. The bubbly, the charismatic, loud, self-promoting entertainer as well as a boxer, and Ben Davison has made that happen. So whatever's happened, we don't question, because it's none of our business. But what we do witness and what we do see is the progress and the new Tyson Fury. The old Tyson Fury, that's history. Let's just talk about the Tyson Fury of today.
Let's talk about the Tyson Fury today. Next question is, I've never met Ben Davison, so I can't say Ben is this and Ben is that. I can't say that. I can only say from an observational view of him from the outside. There were lots of views I had about certain people until I got up close and saw them and met them and spoke to them and felt them, and I could get an idea.
Let me tell you about Ben Davidson, for those that don't know. Ben Davidson worked alongside Billy Joe Saunders. But, at that time, Billy Joe Saunders was going through what seemed a very difficult time in terms of his mindset, his physical appearance, etc. So when Ben Davidson cornered Billy Joe in his fight before, when he left his old trainers,
yes,
and the Ingles, Ben Davidson managed to get him in such a great. He managed to get him through that fight. And if you go back to what Ben Davidson really did, kept him calm, made him understand himself. He was in a very bad situation, but Ben managed to sail him through, managed to land the plane, managed to get the job done. And you're talking, Ben was what, 22 at that time, 22, 23? People forget just how young Ben Davidson is today. The man is something special. Until you see it and you physically see it, you think, wow, he knows his boxing away from the Tyson Fury stuff. He still does his boxing, still trains. He was a very good amateur. He was an amateur boxer for, Hoddesdon Boxing Club. People forget that. He knows his boxing. It's not something like just come out and bam. He was up in Marbella doing his training. And Tyson is no fool. Remember this. There's something about Ben Davidson that he knows. Tyson Fury, you can't train physically, and you can't teach him new tricks. He's a very smart man. Now, for him to have that relationship with Ben Davidson, there had to be something there. I've seen it. I am more than pleased. Hats off to Ben Davidson. He's got the hardest task in the world. To be compared, obviously everyone's going to always compare him to Peter Fury, who did what he did. He sealed his legacy. He's been there, he's done it. Now, Ben is not interested in the legacy stuff. He's not interested in whether they make money, whether they win titles. He's there about Tyson Fury because he cares. Remember, friendship first. He's Tyson's friend first. His well-being is his main priority. And then slowly he builds up. He's not one of them guys who are just there for the moment. He's in it for the long term. Brilliant, brilliant man. Very, very smart. And as Tyson Fury said, he'll go on to have a very, very respectful name.
All right. All that being said, experience is something we can't buy. That is time.
You can't buy.
You can't buy experience with time. And so therefore, when I'm thinking about Ben Davidson, again from the outside, and again, everything I'm saying is not a disrespectful thing. It's just questions I'm asking because I don't know the man. And we don't know the man. But I go back to experience. What I'm asking here is not what anybody else logically would ask. We've left Peter Fury, who's had all that experience, taking you all that far to the top, to then come to Ben Davidson. I don't want to get into the family politics. It's none of my business. All I want to know is, how do you leave somebody with that much experience to go to someone like Ben Davidson, who, regardless of how good he is, he still lacks that experience? And with many trainers who've got 20, 30, 40 years experience, would suggest that Ben Davidson is pretty wet behind the ears.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. These same trained, people that you said with 30, 40 years experience, they would have thought that Tyson will never beat, forget Vladimir Klitschko, they thought he would never beat Chisora. These coaches with 30, 40 years experience had just given up on Tyson. So for me, them guys with that so-called experience meant nothing. Whereas Ben Davidson, there's something about him. He knows. Him and Tyson have gelled, no matter whatever the reason. Yeah, they've gelled. Obviously, in an ideal world, we'd want somebody who's up there, whatever. But I'm saying it here now. I put Ben Davidson up there.
Okay.
The man, let me explain to you. I sit down with this man. I talk to this man. I learn from this man, this 25-year-old that is just boxing through and through. Now, whatever the reason, it's working, and he's got a lot more to go. Look at the fight he recently had against Pianetta. Yeah, the whole crowd, everybody roaring. Yeah, we Tyson knock him out. Look carefully at the fight. Tyson's looking at Ben. Ben says no. Do not give anything away. Stick to the plan. Just get the rounds. Get the rounds. And you can hear him shouting, no, just relax. Tyson was trying to go for it, but he was telling him, ease off. Do not give anything, because you knew the Wilder fight was there. And you know, and as much as everyone else, it's about getting in the rounds. As much rounds as possible before the fight happens. Like you said, and in an ideal world, we'd like to have 1, 2, maybe 3 fights. But it's not an ideal world we live in. It is what it is. Tyson's a prize fighter. Tyson's a fighter. He wants to fight the best. A lot of people, they choose to fight boxers when they're declining. They choose to fight boxers when the past. Look at Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson. On paper, it looks good. But on paper, in reality, Tyson was way past it.
Well, all right.
Yeah? No, but let me stop you there. Let me stop you there.
Okay.
Go back to Chisora.
Yeah.
Chisora was at his peak when Tyson beat him. Look at Chisora today. 4 or 5 years later. Look what he's doing to all these so-called, contenders. Now, this is what I'm telling you. Why shouldn't he go for Wilder? You ask me. He's a fighter. If people say Wilder's the best, people say AJ's the best, Tyson said, I'll fight him. But let's prove it.
All right. Now, let me hold you right there. You said that the best fight the best. I agree with that. And I also agree with the fact about Tyson and Lewis and the time they fought. But let me throw this back at you. Why would you Tyson Fury in the ring now when everybody sees he's clearly not got he's 2 or 3 fights out? Then clearly that would be the best fight in the best, because you've got Fury, who nobody can say, well, he's not really ready. He looks undercooked going into the fight. He's ready. He's the best he possibly can be. And Wilder's the best he can possibly be. Then you've got a great fight. The first thing people will say if Fury doesn't win this fight is, hey, you know what? Fury was undercooked. He rushed the fight. He did this, he did that. So really, in my opinion, we may get on paper the best 2 fighters fighting, but are we getting the best 2 fighters in the best possible shape they could possibly be? The best 2 fighters fighting would have been that year when Tyson had beaten Klitschko and Wilder just finished beating Spilka. Tyson was in great shape then. Wilder was in great shape then. That's the fight then. That would have been the best versus the best then, fitness-wise and everything. Now we've got a fight where Tyson's coming off 2 fights, and let's be honest, the 2 opponents he's fought, he's played with. He's played with them. We know he's got that skill set. But is it the best fight in the best when Tyson isn't really got all that sharpness that he could possibly have, i.e. coming off like a Klitschko?
Like I said, in an ideal world, we'd like to have 1 or 2 more. But the opportunities come, and it's happening. It is happening. So there's no point. It's like when a house is on fire, you don't say who's put the house on fire. You put the fire out. You deal with it. The point I'm making is when Tyson fought Chisora, yeah? Remember, he's come off fighting, was it Steve Cunningham? How long before he fought Joey Abel after? You actually... And he fought, and he moved on, and then, hello?
Yeah, I'm there. I can hear you. I'll see you. I can still hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm still here, buddy. I'm still here. Keep going.
Always want to think, obviously more, give him a bit more time. Why? The time's now. This is the story. Tyson, if you're in your average ideal person, Tyson's that extra thing can produce. He's doing what other people can't do. Now, people are saying it's too soon. No problem. If it's too soon and you think Tyson Fury is going to lose, then put all your money on Wilder. Either way, the fight's happening. We can all give our opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But the fight is happening. End of. I believe a 50%, let me explain, a 50% Tyson Fury beats Wilder.
Okay. Now, people would again suggest the question, would say to you, would ask the question regarding Ben Davidson. And from what people have observed, is this a situation where Ben Davidson can control Tyson, say, Tyson, get down, do them press-ups now, or I need you to do this now. Has Ben Davison got that sort of control over Tyson, or is Tyson running the camp like many people are presuming or assuming?
Ben Davison is in charge of everything. Remember, Tyson has his strength conditioners, he has his nutritionists, he has his trainers, he has everything for a reason, yeah? And when they tell him to do something, he's a professional. He does what he's told because he understands the purpose. That's what they're there for. Now, people want to try and say, no, whatever, Ben Davison is being controlled by Tyson, whatever. Listen, people will always assume. Some people even think Santa Claus is real. Some people just ain't got a clue. Some people think Elvis is alive. But the point I'm trying to make is Ben Davison is Tyson Fury's trainer. Ben Davison is in control. Ben Davison knows what he wants to do, and Tyson does it. It's working.
Okay. Listen.
Can I just say something? Go back to the Pianetta fight. Look carefully. Look at Tyson boxing and look at Ben giving the instructions. That's the key thing, the element of understanding and listening. Oh, okay. And he did exactly as he was told.
Okay, fine. Now, Pianetta and Deontay Wilder are just two different galaxies. I mean, let's be honest, they are from two totally different galaxies. Pianetta is slow, very slow, one-paced, and, you've got somebody who's going to be 215 pounds and considered one of the biggest punches in world boxing, and probably...
Okay. I'm glad you said that. Now, let's go back.
Yes.
Oliver McCall knocked out Lennox Lewis, did he not?
Yes.
But Mike Tyson didn't knock out Lennox Lewis, did he? No, he never. Did Vitaly Klitschko knock out Lennox Lewis? No, he never. Would you put Oliver McCall in the same category as Vitaly Klitschko? No, you wouldn't. Heavyweight boxing is that one punch. One punch, if it lands, makes the difference in heavyweight boxing. You know this. I know this.
I know that. But hold on. We're talking about Vitaly Klitschko. We're talking about Deontay Wilder. We're talking about a guy who's got 98% knockout ratio. Everybody's thought he has knocked out or has stopped.
Okay. Let's go to facts.
Okay.
Who of caliber? Forget the 48-year-old man that gave him massive problems. Who has he really knocked out of caliber?
Stop. Let me hold you there.
Please. Stop. Do not tell me about Stavern. Don't tell me about Stavern.
No. We're talking about Ortiz. Hold it right there. That's why I love talking to you. Hold it right there. Now, you're not talking about Ortiz.
The 48-year-old, yeah?
Yeah, but before the fight, everyone said Ortiz is the man and Wilder's ducking him and everyone should fight Ortiz. They're still talking about it today about White fighting him.
Okay. Before you say it,
he was considered the baddest man on the planet. And when I spoke to Tyson, and I spoke to Tyson, and I did the interview, he said Luis Ortiz is a dangerous guy. He's awkward. He's tricky. Why do I want to fight Luis Ortiz? He's not going to bring any money in. He's dangerous. But nobody wants. Who's going to pay to watch Ortiz fight? That was Tyson's dialogue. Wilder fought.
Okay. Stop there. Pause. You just said it. You answered it yourself. Now you said Ortiz is dangerous, right?
Yes.
Wilder knocked out Ortiz, right?
Correct.
Right? Stop. Tyson has accepted the fight with Wilder. So forget all these people below. He's accepted. It's happening. He's fighting the so-called best. Wait. No. Let me finish my bit.
Okay.
Tyson has brought back the self-respect to British boxing. Somebody mentioned no names embarrassed us by avoiding the so-called super fight and the $80 million minimum and brought shame to say the Americans said, the British are scared. Hold on, Tyson Fury's had to come out of retirement and say, you know what? I will fight you just to bring back credibility to our great country. Remember that. That's what Tyson Fury did.
Oh, wait. We're not disputing about Tyson Fury and his balls. That we're not talking about that. We're talking about Luis Ortiz here. We're talking about the credibility of a Luis Ortiz win.
No, we're saying.
Yeah.
Luis Ortiz, the old 48-year-old.
Wait. He was 48, yeah, but before he fought Wilder, he was the baddest man on the planet, and everybody said that Lewis Ortiz is the man to fight. Wilder fights him, Wilder knocks him out. So either it is Lewis Ortiz actually is a very good fighter, and being a very good fighter and being a competitive fighter would give him problems, or it's something else. We're changing the goalposts. Is Lewis Ortiz a top 5 fighter? Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, it's competitive then.
But what's Lewis Ortiz? What's he got to do with this whole debate?
Well, you said he was a 48-year-old and how the fight Wilder had against him. I'm saying to you, he fought the best guy.
Let me pause you. Let me pause you there.
Right.
Wasn't that Charles Martin? Is it Charles Martin?
No.
Joshua
fighting?
Yeah, him. Wasn't Charles Martin the IBF king?
He was.
What credibility has he really got?
None.
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. Ortiz, in his peak, would have been dangerous, yeah? But we're talking about today, right now. He's past his best. He's past his peak, and he troubled Wilder.
Wait, hold on a second. How can you say a man's past his peak? How can you say that? That was the first fight. He fought Wilder, right? He came off a year's later.
Hold on.
And he fought Wilder.
He ran out of gas. Signs of the times. Come on. He ran out of gas, and he got clobbered. His feet was in cement.
My man was getting thumped up anyway. He was getting hit with right hands anyway. He got dropped in the 3rd round anyway. And by the way, when you talk about Lewis Ortiz, who else is queuing up to fight Lewis Ortiz? Big AJ didn't want to fight him.
Hold on, I'm glad you said that.
Hey, no, wait. AJ didn't want to fight him. Tyson had fighting him. Wilder fought him.
Hold on.
Are you going to give Wilder credit for that?
Of course I'm giving Wilder credit, because they didn't know that he was an old man. They knew he'll gas out. Hold around.
All right.
Come on.
Hold on. Wait. Hold that point. So what you're basically saying to me now is that he was an old man. So now, if people suggest that Wilder's fighting Tyson Fury today because he didn't get enough fights in, he wasn't ready, he was undercooked, he didn't fight anyone competitive in his comeback. If Wilder is successful, you give the man credit for that then, right?
He's the #1 boxer in the world.
So you're saying Wilder is the #1 boxer in the world?
If he beats the lineal champion, the #1, the champion, the most prestigious title you can have. This is remember this.
Yeah.
Who holds the crown in this game? Yeah, let me ask you that. Who holds the crown?
I'm not disputing that. I believe in terms of linear, the man who beat the man, that's Tyson Fury. However,
hold on, sorry. So answer me this one question, simple.
Yes.
Who's top of the chain? Who's top of the food chain? Who's king?
Wilder has a WBC belt. He beats the
is he the lineal champion?
The longest reigning heavyweight champion we've got at the moment.
Is he, yes or no, the lineal champion?
No, he's the WBC champion. Tyson has.
Hold on. What's more prestigious, the lineal or the WBC?
Well,
it's a simple answer.
Oh no, it's prestigious. It's prestigious. But the linear champion, since he's come back since fighting Klitschko, has fought a 5'11" Albanian and has fought Pianetta, who's ranked 133. That's what the linear champion has fought. The last guy that Deontay Wilder fight is Lewis Ortiz. Talk to me.
Answer my question first, sir.
I answered your question. Talk to me.
No, I want you to answer my question. Answer my question, sir.
If I want to negotiate,
no, let's not brush it aside. Answer the question, Ingram. Come on, my man.
If I want to negotiate,
hold on, go. And while I've got you there, you do know,
yes,
the WBO ranked Tyson as their champion. He's champion in recess. Remember, he was never stripped. He vacated. Remember, he surrendered his belt. They still hold him as their champion. Remember that. So when you talk about these belts, and today's, Tyson's had all these belts. The only thing that's motivating him right now is the WBC, which he's never had, and the so-called Wilder, his game to fight. Unlike they all avoided Tyson.
We still have that point about the linear champion, and I appreciate he's the man that beat the man, but the linear champion has fought an Albanian of 5'11" or 5'9", and he's for Pianetta. All right, that's what Linear Champion's done. All right, that's what's happened. And Wilder in his last fight has fought Luis Ortiz.
You're breaking up, my friend.
I think it's your connection. It's your Wi-Fi connection. But okay, let's talk. Anyway, anyway. Because are you there? What? You there, Asgar?
I'm here.
Okay, let's get back on track anyway, because it's all love, it's all fun and games. But let's get back to some serious stuff. Okay. So
no. Stop. Let's finish off our conversation.
Oh, okay.
You mentioned Ortiz, right?
Yes, I did. You mentioned Ortiz.
Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
We're talking about the king of boxing. We're talking about the lineal heavyweight undefeated champion. Am I right?
Well, there's
Ortiz.
Three champions at the moment.
Hold on. Is Ortiz one of them?
No,
he's not.
No, he's
so
not.
chuck him in the dustbin. Let's talk about the undefeated so-called champions. That's who the king is ready for. Not he's going for them. They're coming for him. He's giving them an opportunity. You want what I've got? Come and get it. Step forward. Wilder, come and get it. Sign the contract. Sign. It's all done. It's all happening. Give credit where credit's due. The only problem with people today's day and age, they're crying. All these AJ supporters. AJ embarrassed him. He bottled it. He ducked it. He brought shame to us. Us as British citizens. It was like, hold on a second. What are we in this game for? We're in it for the money. Am I right? Because it's a professional business, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yes or no?
Agreed.
Okay. 1% of boxers are not in it for the money. That 1% is probably Tyson Fury, who's doing it because he's a fighter. He's a born and bred fighter. He wants to fight the best. He ain't got nobody that's pulling his strings that's saying, right, no, you ain't fighting him. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but
AJ, hold on. Why Eddie Hearns did say, I own the promotional rights. He said it and he embarrassed his boxer. He bottled an 18 million upfront deal. Why? If you're the so-called IBF, WBO, WBA, well, Super WBA, IBO, whatever it is, you're the so-called champion. Surely you must want the WBC. Surely. And they're paying you more than you'll ever see. Why are you avoiding that? And look at what he's done. Let's be honest. Signed up Dillian White. Signed up, he had Ortiz at one stage. This Miller, he's signed up all these boxers that are potentially a threat and sidetracked him. Let's be real. We're in this game to fight the best. End of. Tyson wants the best, and that's it. He should prove his points, and that's it.
Yep. Listen, you're not going to hear me. You're not going to hear me sitting down criticizing Tyson for taking the fight. You're not going to hear any of that rubbish. So I'm fully for that. And
No. Everybody's, you were saying that Tyson needs one or two. I understand that. And like we say, in an ideal world, yes, but it's not an ideal world. You see where I'm coming from? In an ideal world, there'll be no war, there'll be no killings, there'll be none of these problems. But it's not. It is what it is. So what it is, when it happens and it's happening, make sure you tune in. You'll see. Proof's in the pudding. Who's going to be the number one in the world? End of.
Okay. Let me go through a second. I've got some more questions to ask.
Please ask. Lovely coffee at Cafe Grazia in Derby. If you're ever in Derby, people, Cafe Grazia, the place to be.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to the Ben Davison thing. So, as a trainer, you've worked under Pete Fury, you've worked under Ben Davison. Contrasting styles in training night, I would assume. What are the differences between trainers?
I'm totally amazed the way Ben Davison's doing what he's doing. Totally amazed. knows what he's doing, gets it done, and it works. I don't need to talk about the past. You know, Peter's proved what he's done. He's proven he's done it. He's been there. He's done it. Achieved it.
Yeah, sure,
I'm looking at.
But I mean, people want to know in terms of, because there are a lot of people that don't get the opportunity that I would get to talk to you like this, to ask questions. So I'm doing it on behalf of them. So I'm kind of wanting to find out what the difference is. What is it like being Tyson Fury training under Ben Davison? What is that relationship really like? You know, is Ben Davison a yes man? Is Tyson Fury in control of the whole camp?
Ben Davison is far from a yes man. Believe me. Ben Davison is on the ball. He's on the ball. A serious catch, serious trainer. His boxing intellect is just second to none. And at only 25. Wow. Now, I know people want to compare the Peterson. I don't. I don't want to look back. I don't want to look at. I never want to compare. You see, what Peter's done, Peter's achieved. You've got to take your hat off to the man. He's done it. He's been there. Ben Davison, this task, this is what he's doing. And what I see, I love. I've seen Tyson do things that I've never seen him do before. He's in a great place. He's just brilliant. Hats off to Ben Davison. And I agree with what Tyson Fury said. Ben Davison will go on to be a well-respected trainer, if he's not one already. Hats off to what he's achieved with Tyson. Everybody gave up on Tyson, did they not? But Ben Davison never. Got him back in mentally. Got him back physically. Now it's about the big one.
Now you keep mentioning this thing all the time. People gave up in him. It's puzzling me because who gave up in him?
I'm on about people. I'm on about the media, general media, the general social media. Oh, he's put on too much weight. Oh, he's not interested in this. He's not interested in that. But what people fail to do is accept that he suffered from mental illness. No, it's a massive issue that it had to be addressed. And maybe, I felt Tyson addressed it in the right way. Now, I've seen in my own eyes, people who were on the verge of killing themselves, ending their lives in a very bad place. Tyson would get up and he would go out of his way, all cameras off. He doesn't advertise it, publicize it. Maybe he's there to, he was being put in this position to help people. Maybe he had to go through the hardship. And what he did, he got himself out of that hardship and back into the light. And I think what he's doing, and thanks to Ben Davison, it's amazing.
Okay, so I guess that answers all those questions there. Going into the biggest fight of Davidson's career, as a trainer, do you have full confidence in what he expects of Tyson to be delivered on the night against Wilder?
Yes, without a shadow of doubt. Without a shadow of doubt. I believe, when you speak to the guy, without giving too much away, when you speak to the chap, he knows exactly what he wants. He had dissected Wilder to listen to every single bit of weakness. When I say microscopes, I'm on about he'll be gone deep, deep, and he knows what he's going to do. He'll expose Wilder. I believe, and this is maybe I'm saying this, Wilder will be easier than Chisora. Number 2. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough. From what I've seen, from what I've been hearing, did Tyson look like Ali in the ring? And the second thing, did he box like Sugar Ray Robinson in that last fight?
Okay, look at the fight again. Tyson, when he was boxing, he was moving. He was trying to replicate what they were doing. Just so boxing people with knowledge that have seen the greats of the past.
I saw Ali,
that's what Tyson,
when he was getting the ropes, he did the same thing Ali did. I saw that.
So you understand that.
But that wasn't Ali. That was Tyson. That wasn't Ali. Ali did it with
No, obviously you can't. You can never replicate. You can intimidate. Not intimidate? I forgot the word. Whatever it is. Imitate, but sometimes it's difficult to replicate. Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury. Muhammad Ali is Muhammad Ali. End of. Now, what Tyson was showing everybody, I can do what I want at will. He's in full control. And only a fool would think, hold on, this fight, what was that about? He knew what he was doing. He wasn't giving anything away, especially when you know the guy that you're facing is in that ring. Even when Deontay Wilder was coming to the ring, trying to wind him up, hoping that Tyson would give a reaction. Did he give a reaction? No, he never. Did he give? Did he try to go for the kill? No, he never. Did he listen? And this will answer a lot of questions. Did he listen to Ben Davison to the T? Yes, he did. That's what it's all about. Stage 1, get him there mentally, get him in the ring. Stage 2, make him believe in himself, which he does now because he's doing what he needs to do. And like you said, he may need another fight. But in an ideal world, yeah. But we're not in an ideal world. The fight's definitely happening. So it is what it is. And Tyson and Ben will be ready.
You said Ben Davison is his own. He's not a yes man. He's his own man. Well, Ben Davison.
Far from it.
Ben Davison could have said, no, we're not taking this fight now. We'll one more fight and then we'll take Wilder.
But the opportunity was at a set date. It's not about, okay, let's have it in January. Let's have it in whatever. A slot was available, and this was the only slot available, and Wilder would have probably gone on to whatever.
He is the linear heavyweight champion of the world versus the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. If that fight was put back by 2 months, Tyson could have got another fight in. Why would there have been a problem with that?
I have no idea, but the opportunity was there. Maybe he was hoping that the winner would probably face Anthony Joshua in April. But Anthony Joshua obviously has got other plans.
He might be Dillian White is facing again.
Rumors are that White's fighting Chisora and the winner's facing AJ if he wins.
Okay, that sounds interesting. All right, I think we've covered that area there. In terms of where Tyson was to where he is now, has he lost anything?
Yeah, a lot of pounds. He's in great shape.
Apart from that?
No, far from it. Those that have witnessed it, they'll confirm it. Brilliant, just brilliant. It's just applying it now in the ring. And that's why it was so important he got the rounds in. It's been great. It's been absolutely great.
Another one of these things that's been coming out of the media or coming out of Tyson's mouth is that he didn't get hit, which is, I mean, if you're being tongue-in-cheek, fine, but Pianetta did hit him on a number of occasions because I was commentating live on the fight. I mean, he didn't hit him to the point where he hurt him, but he's still connected. Tyson's telling the public that he didn't get hit. That, for me, is a cause of concern. For you, maybe you'll say something different. Your thoughts?
Irrelevant. It's an irrelevant thing. Obviously, Tyson didn't feel he got hit. Obviously, if he said he didn't get hit, he's not felt the punch, has he? So it doesn't mean anything. People can say a lot of things, but in reality, who was in dominant control? Who was controlling everything?
We're not talking about who was in dominant control. We're talking about the fact that he said that he didn't get hit in the fight. Where I clearly saw he got hit in the fight. And he's telling media, I didn't get hit in the fight. Well, he did get hit in the fight. And then what's happening? There are people that come on here and say, Tyson's going to fight Wilder and Wilder's not going to touch him. Where's Asgar? Is he gone? Asgar, you there? Asgar's gone. I think Asgar's still here. He'll be back in a minute, I'm sure. So we're just getting into talking with Asgar here. Let's see.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
What happened there? You went blank. You went blank.
Yeah, what happened? You've gone. Yeah, there you go. You had a slight blackout there with Asgar, but we're back. So Asgar, you were saying?
Yeah, that's irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything. Obviously, if he says he didn't get hit, he didn't feel he got hit. And if he did get hit, and what? It's irrelevant. Now, the point is, he's ready. The fight's happening. We're going to work on, Ben's going to work on what he's doing now. And believe me, he's going to get better and better and better and better.
Is there enough time between now and November or December? Is the fight November or December?
I have no idea.
Okay. So between now and November or December, would it more be advantageous for your team to have it in December rather than November, or does November or December work for you guys? Either way.
Whatever it is, it is what it is, and either way, you got to work around it. Tyson's not one of them guys that's going to go out and kill himself for 2 months or 2 weeks, whatever. He'll take a little break, straight back into it, but he'll still watch what he's eating. He's got the best nutritionist in the world. He's sticking to by what he needs to do. He's eating good. He's living good. So, he'll be in great shape. Most of the training camps that we had with Tyson was getting into shape.
Yes.
So, exactly. So you understand where I'm coming from. So the uphill battle's already done. Excuse me.
In terms of Tyson, I mean, there's the thing like him losing the weight. That's you've got to give him Gypsy King. Yes, the Gypsy King. In terms of losing the weight there, in terms of losing weight, what's physically, how mentally and physically, how's Tyson dealt with it?
As in what, sorry?
How's Tyson dealt with that, having to deal with that weight loss? Because that's a lot of weight he's lost.
Yeah, but he's doing it properly. It's not a case of just, taking the fluid out of yourself. He's got the right team in. Christian, who's been working with him since the Klitschko days. It's the same team that was there from Klitschko days. And they're doing a great job. They're bringing him down slowly, the strength and conditioners. The nutritionists, Greg, they're doing a great job. The team are doing a fantastic job. Ben Davison knows what he needs and he's getting it done. There's no like, they're not cutting any corners.
Right.
If you just bring in the best to do the best job.
And you are 100%. You're not just saying that because you're part of Team Fury. You are in yourself 100% confident in what you've got as a team.
I've got more than enough. You know what it is? For me, it was always a case of me and Tyson always remained friends. We always stayed in contact. I'm here because I care for Tyson Fury, whether he boxes, whether he doesn't. And I can honestly say, Ben Davison is a remarkable trainer. He is going to be making some noise. And I would love for you to sit down with him, Ingram. I would love for you to sit down and see what he does. It's just brilliant.
I want to meet him. I mean, I did try and send a message to him before he said, "Oh, meet me at a press conference." And I just kind of like,
you know what it is? Understandably, there's a lot of media attention. He's
Asgar's gone. His battery's gone, but we were getting into that there. What people are saying in the room. Right. Asgar's disappeared. Well, I'm just going to go through some of these comments now. I think Asgar's gone. I think it might be a connection issue there with Asgar. So if he does come back in the room, we'll. He was traveling, so he just dropped into the cafe. The cafe may have had a limited time to be. We will take your time to go through them. Generic name says Asgi time. I'm watching Minder. Asgar's back, I think.
I'm back. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, he's back. He's back now. So, Asgar, your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, not the I don't know what it is.
Okay, so we were talking in terms of now this fight. I take it now this fight's going to be about Tyson Fury being working specifically on beating Wilder as opposed to him trying to be in shape.
Exactly that. It's going to be a tactical fight. It's going to be about working on his weaknesses, improving his strengths, sharpening his tools. It's about being the Tyson Fury that enjoys being in that ring. They've got their game plan, and I do have confidence in Ben Davison. I do. Looking at the way Tyson's performing in training, brilliant. Does everything to the chi. It's like the old days, to see Tyson in that frame of mind. It's just brilliant. The only person that will ever beat Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury right now is in a great place, and the work Ben Davison is doing is remarkable.
What's Tyson's ideal fight, Asgar?
Sorry, I can't hear you clear.
What is Tyson's ideal fighting weight?
18 stones. I reckon you'll get 18 stones 3-4, 18 stones 5. No, 18 stones 3-4. He came in at 18 stone 6, which is great. Now he says he wants to come in at 18 stones. Brilliant. And he'll just get better and better.
Do you think he needs to lose more weight for speed, or drop himself down to close to 70? He said at an interview when he first came back, he'll never get back to the weight he was when he fought Klitschko. Is that true?
He felt that when he came in lighter. When you've got people like Ben Davison, his job is to make sure that happens. He's done it. He's doing it. He's got a right team that are doing it. Obviously, so I can't hear you.
Yeah, but the thing is, and again, I'm not being critical, but I'm looking at the Tyson Fury structure, his body structure, of how it was when he fought Klitschko, and I'm looking at the body structure when he fought Pianetta. I don't see the same thing. Even if he's lighter, I don't see the same body structure. Like upper body, he sees more fleshy upper body now than he did when he fought Klitschko. I know it's 3 years on, and the person is older. But is that kind of theory, or is it the way he's training?
It's the way he's training, obviously, because he's got the same strength and conditioner. He's got the best nutritionist, and he knows what he's doing, and he's doing it better. The stats are still the same, if not better. And that's the main thing.
So why does he look more fleshy up top then?
Because, look, when you go up to 27 to 30 stones, yeah, you create a lot of skin. Your skin stretches. So when you lose that weight, you have a lot of excess skin, don't you?
Right.
Okay. And remember from where he came from to what he's getting to. And it's all about the right nutrition. It's not just about living the moment when you're fighting. It's about living the moment when you're away from boxing. That's what makes the difference. And
that's key, because we know in the past Tyson's blown up in weight after fights, and he said, "Look, you know what? I don't care. When I'm outside of boxing, I'm fighting. I'll put on the weight, I'll eat, and I'll do things." Has that changed in the Tyson mentality?
I don't know, to be fair. What I do know, Tyson hasn't changed towards me, around me. He's still the same old Tyson Fury that cares, that does so much for everybody. That is the God-fearing, caring Tyson Fury that we all know. Now, away from that, on camera, he is who he is. When he's in the ring, he's the Tyson Fury that everybody loves. Now, my main issue, again, and I'll say this, wasn't about Tyson Fury getting in the ring. It was about Tyson Fury being in a great place. And thankfully, that great place is in the boxing ring. So it just makes it even better for everybody.
Okay. Let's move this. Let's move to one side. Let's talk about some other by the way issues. There's lots of talk about the Wilder versus John Fury being staged. Is that staged or is that real?
That was real. When I tell you that was real, that was real. There was no staging in that. That was real.
And the chicken fight with
Billy Joe
and Wilder, and then the next day when they kind of got together and they were with the press, it looked pretty cringy to me. Can you explain to me why or what happened, or was it because Frank Warren had said something, or what?
To be honest with you, all I know is, look, Billy Joe Saunders is a great man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, Deontay's asked him a question. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, he ain't going to hold back. Said what he said. Then, you know, Wilder obviously got upset. So whatever happened, the so-called chicken thing was thrown or whatever. And then obviously the man stands up. Now, let's be honest. We're talking about a heavyweight and a middleweight. So obviously Billy Joe Saunders is a very clever man. Made the right choice. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. If Billy Joe Saunders had guys that had his back, he was by himself. You know, Billy Joe's a game boy. He will stand his ground. But sometimes you got to be realistic. And he was realistic, so he obviously would have happened. And so whatever reason, yeah, remember, whatever reason, they made up. And it's great because it's good for boxing. Because we don't...
Look, a lot of people in here will say, you know, the promoter said, you two guys got to fix this up. I don't want this crap going on in this promotion. That's what a lot of people online are saying. So I'm trying to clear up the conspiracy theories to the facts.
I generally don't know about that, honestly. I don't have no involvement. All I know is...
You don't know or you don't want to know?
I don't know. I don't know. Simple. Don't know.
Well, it kind of funny from Deontay Wilder's behaviour and Billy Joe Saunders' behaviour. The next day, all was kissing and cuddling, saying, it's okay, we're all friends now. We're all one big happy family.
Maybe the promoters did get involved. I don't know. Maybe they did say, look, guys, fix up. You know, you got a big fight coming up or whatever. Let's just put ourselves into problems. Let's just make up. We don't need the bad press. Whatever. And they made up. These guys are professionals.
Right. Can you clear up another thing that's been circling around and recircled up and resurfaced again? Tyson Fury, when he was meant to fight David Haye, the first fight, right? There's been rumors that he got a visit at his gym by a few people. That's why the fight never happened. And that's why the second fight, well, the rescheduled fight never happened. Can you talk to us about that for a second?
Do you honestly believe David Haye could send anybody to our gym?
No, the other way around. Certain people were sent to David Haye's gym and threatened him, so therefore he didn't take the fight with Fury. That's what the story is. That's surfacing. It keeps coming back up all the time, saying, you know, next time I see Asgar, I'm going to ask him straight.
No, that's all rubbish. Why would Tyson send anybody around? He's a fighter. He was getting paid good money. He'd want that fight. Of course he wants that fight. David Haye, he bottled. He pulled out. He knows that.
So what do you make of David Haye's comments today of he would have beaten Fury and Joshua and Wilder?
Well, this is the problem with people like David Haye. He needs to get himself checked because a few hours before, oh, Tyson's this, Tyson's that. I give him 8 out of 10. Listen, he's talking about he could beat whatever. He didn't even beat Tony Bellew. So he needs to really check himself. Let's be honest. Come on. Give David Haye the credit he deserves, which he did. He was a great cruiserweight. He won the WBA. You know, give him his credit. But there's a time where a boxer's the last person to accept that he's not all there. Yeah? Adam Booth knew he wasn't there, hence why Adam Booth stepped aside. Adam Booth's a very smart man, good man. So he stepped aside. David Haye was just cashing in. And I understand that he's calling out these boxers. He's saying he can beat them. I understand that. I understand that he's got to get himself relevant in terms of whatever he's doing. But one thing David Haye definitely isn't. He shouldn't be boxing again. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And okay. I wouldn't want him to because I wouldn't want any boxer to be hurt. This is not a joke. This is top level boxing.
Yeah. The other thing is, you mate Tony Bellew. Your thoughts on him and him calling out Tyson back then?
Listen, they're all calling out Tyson. Why? Because they all want that last payday. But Tony Bellew's got a nice payday with Usyk, who I think is a phenomenal boxer. And Usyk is not... You know what it is? It's just the last payday. It's just a... I don't give it... Yeah, it's a cash out. I don't give him any chance.
On the subject of cash out, many people are suggesting that this fight with Fury is a cash out and that BT needs the money, and that's why they got the pay-per-view deal off. Now, I don't understand it personally about cash out, but Cash out is something that people are suggesting.
When you say cash out, who's cashing out?
Fury's cashing out.
The Tyson Fury that owns over 70 properties, that has 3 Bentleys, 300,000 pound plus Jeeps, has so much investments, that's got so much millions, that's got so much going on. You want about that Tyson Fury?
Yeah, that Tyson Fury. Good.
Oh.
Clear that up for us, please.
Okay, let me explain to you. If it was about money, yeah, he'd obviously be doing it slowly. It'd obviously be like maximizing. Would anybody that was in for the money go straight to Wilder? No. He wants to fight whoever's deemed the best. There's a saying, a lion sometimes needs to remind the others who the king of the jungle is. And that's what Tyson Fury's doing. He's back to remind everybody he's king. The Gypsy King, the lineal champion, the undefeated, never been beaten champ.
Right, so that clears that little issue up about cash out. Is there cash out?
When I say cash out, listen, you know, I shouldn't. Well, I'm going to say this. A guy that just goes on the internet, I like this Bentley. I'm buying one. Bam. Next day. Oh my God, check the same one with it. It's a convertible version. Bam. Does that sound like someone that needs money? Seriously.
Good. Well, at least that answers the question about the cash out situation. That clears that one up. What other stories have I heard? The BT deal isn't what it is, and so therefore that's why they're trying to make this big pay-per-view thing off with Tyson Fury.
So what did you say about BT?
The BT deal isn't what it's all it's cracked up to be. Therefore,
I'm glad you. Okay. BT have got Canelo versus Triple G.
Yes.
BT have got Warrington versus Frampton.
This connection's going to go again.
They've also got
Asgar, you there? Keep going.
Hello?
Yep, keep going.
Yep, and they've got Fury versus Wilder all this year. Do you really think BT is not going to plan?
No, again, it's not me. I'm asking the question, and I'm just funneling through these thoughts that people have.
I can tell you right now, a lot of people, mentioning no names, are physically sick. I remember so-called promoters saying Warrington will never be world champion. But all of a sudden, he's champion, isn't he? Is he not IBF champion?
Okay, now, can you explain to me Ricky Hatton's role in the camp?
As in, Ricky Hatton, the old trainer at Ricky Hatton's gym, his experience and knowledge is obviously shared. He is part of the team. He's the corner team. Ricky Hatton is Ricky Hatton. You can't buy that experience. This is the guy that's been there and done it all. This is a Manchester, not just a Manchester. This is a boxing legend. But still active. He's a great trainer. He's a great promoter. He knows the game inside out. So to have Ricky Hatton part of the team, mate, it's just unreal. And for me, to be part of that, it's unreal.
Okay, if people were to say Team Fury were a bunch of yes men, what would be your response to that? Obviously, you'd say no.
I would say, and what if we were? And what if we were? Do I look like a yes man? Why would I be a yes man? What do I gain out of all this?
Well, one would say they look to your Twitter page and say that you are always saying yes about Tyson Fury. I mean, but I guess you are loyal to Tyson Fury. That is something that you've always been loyal to, whoever you're backing. That's a fact.
Tyson Fury is my brother. Let's just clear it there. He's my friend, my brother. That's my main priority. I've always got his back. Tyson Fury's wrong. I'll say he's wrong. But you don't see. Let me explain to you, Ingram. You don't see what he does. The whole hotel, the Europa Hotel, was specifically told to serve halal food for my needs. The one Muslim in the whole building. They were told specifically to have a chef to cook halal food for me. They had given me my own room to pray. They had given me my own room, so whatever I needed to do because of my faith was all catered for. whatever I needed, where I was picked up, dropped off, whatever I wanted, even to the point when we walked into the ring and we all did prayer. He said, Asgi, could you give us the Al-Fatiha, the prayer? And for me to be able to do that, these are what people don't see. They don't see the Tyson Fury that says, Asgi, is everything okay? Do you need everything? They don't see the Ben Davison on the phone. Oh, Asgi, are you sure you got everything? Ben and Tyson did everything for me. Whatever I wanted, and people forget all. They don't see all that. Of course, I'm going to be supportive of what they do. We're not just yes men. We're brothers. We're family.
So to follow that up would be to say, well, would you say that you'll be looked after? I do say looked after in inverted commas.
When you say looked after, I'm saying about they respect my beliefs. They appreciate me being there. They have been so good to me before the boxing, before he was back in the ring. You're talking, we was meeting up, catching up, sharing knowledge, just talking about what we do, what we've done, and etc. Now, I'm not one to say to Tyson, yes, Tyson, you was great, Tyson. No. When I say to you, the circle we've got is about real, about friends that will tell you straight how it is. There ain't no yes man in this game. There ain't no yes man in this team. And there ain't nobody trying to cash in. This is a real unit. Proper unit. Brilliant vibe. Loyal.
Let's see what we've got here. That's good here. I'm glad people seen it. Let's see. Now, DJ6 says, Asgar and team should be ashamed of yourself to let Tyson in the ring with Wilder at this stage. Ben clearly said that I felt he was not fight and not to take the Wilder fight. That's what DJ6 says. Your thoughts?
DJ who?
DJ Slick.
Says I should be ashamed of myself.
Yeah, and the team should be ashamed for letting Tyson back in the ring against Wilder.
Is DJ Sucks? Is he like listening watching the show?
Yeah, there's a whole load of people in the room watching this. So.
Okay, listen. Obviously, you're going to say what you're going to say, and we should be ashamed, whatever. But you don't know the ins and outs. Listen, sit back. You're going to be a hater. But sit back and watch the ride. You all denied us. You all doubted us, Chisora. You all doubted us, denied us, Klitschko. Sit back and just watch. You all doubted and denied us. He'll come back. He's back. We're telling you, we're beating Wilder. And then what are you going to say then? Oh, AJ's the best now. Please, sit back, take a rest, buy yourself a Kit Kat and just watch the ride. Whatever you want to do, just sit back and relax.
Can you talk to us about, there's a couple of statements that Dillian Whyte made, and I guess you'd be best in this, about how Dillian Whyte and Tyson got into it over Twitter. Dillian Whyte said he dropped Tyson on a number of occasions in sparring and didn't think the fight with him.
Okay, let's go back to Anthony Joshua. How many times has Anthony Joshua been knocked out? Rumors spreading. Obviously, Dillian Whyte saying, I've dropped Tyson, for argument's sake. Listen, look at his words. I dropped. He didn't say I beat. Remember, this is what he said. I've not come. I don't know whether he did or didn't because I was never there. But all of a sudden, this is a man that's calling out or trying to gain publicity from calling out Tyson. The same man that was mandatory to fight Wilder, that mandatory to fight Ortiz, that didn't do that, didn't do this, and all of a sudden he wants to call out somebody that he knows cannot fight him because he's got the Wilder fight. Oh, who shall I fight? Shall I leave Wilder or shall I go for Dillian Whyte? Listen, Whyte knows he was beaten by the man that Tyson beat twice, but he got the decision. I like Dillian Whyte. I've got nothing against him, but let's all be real. Obviously, these clueless ex-WWE fans that have obviously grown up and got into boxing, that haven't got a clue about boxing. Oh, this, that, the other. Listen, shut up. Wake up and understand the reality of boxing. Tyson is up there. Whyte's about there. So he had his chance. He was mandatory on a numerous occasions. But obviously somebody signed him up and it's obviously sidestepping him. Why didn't he fight Ortiz? Why didn't he fight Wilder? He had the chance. He blew it. Nobody else. Excuse me.
Okay. Can you give us any updates on your social media page? What's going on with social media and people who have blocked on social media?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Social media recently. Is there anything in particular, anybody in particular that you recently blocked on social media?
Hey, listen, social media is social media. Like Adam Booth said, don't go on it if you can't accept that you're going to have people who are going to hate on you, they're going to criticize you, they're going to curse you, whatever. It is social media. I think it's great. People getting things off their chest. I think it's great. Get it off your chest. Say what you need to say. Doesn't mean anything to me. If I get offended or whatever, I'll just delete you or block you. That's all it is. And I very, very rarely get offended or whatever. But what I'm saying to people is, when we're on social media, you've got to accept it. It's like going into a circus. You're going to expect clowns, aren't you? So it is what it is.
Generic name says the WWE loved it when White and Chisora threw tables at one another.
And
Prolific Genius says, Salaam alaikum.
Wa Islameen Mubarak. How are you, brother?
Right. So I just sent a message over there. Let's see. I'll take a few more and then I'm going to let you go on your jolly way, as they say.
Hey, can I give a big shout out to my man Stig? Stig, if you're watching, listen, we love what you do, my friend. I know a lot of them are, giving you stick, but you stand by us and you've always supported us. You're not just, you're not just somebody there, you're family. What you do for us, we appreciate it, Stig. Thank you very much. Prolific writer. I know, I will be in Stoke. I will come and see you, my brother. We do know what you do and we do appreciate everything. Big shout, Stig.
Right, now we're going to talk about Stig a second. Love Stig, I do. But Ali, Hugh Fury and Ali, Muhammad Ali been a great fight.
Who?
Muhammad Ali and Hugh Fury would have been a great fight.
Muhammad Ali and Hughie Fury.
Yeah, that's what Stig said.
It would have been a what? Great fight?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That's what Stig said.
Hughie Fury, young boxer, already been up the world stage, should have been WBO champion. Believe me, when his time's right, he will be making some noise. I'm telling you, I stand by it. Legend. Hughie Fury will be world champion without doubt. He should have been WBO champion.
How do you think he does against Udyk?
Knocks him out.
That's what I've said. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Get some people in the room. Answer a few more questions, and then we'll be out here. Right. People are asking questions. If it doesn't work out the way that you want it to work out, what happens then?
Well, the family sits down. John Fury sits down. Tyson sits down. His brothers, whoever the team is, that makes decisions. They'll all sit down, and they'll work out what's best. At the end of the day, Tyson's around, real people that give him real answers. The structure right now is fantastic, and they're not stupid people. They're real boxing people. Let me explain this to you. John Fury is on the ball. He knows what's what, and he has the final say. Tyson's not a fool. Tyson knows what's what. Shane's not a fool, knows what's what. Hughie is not a fool. The young Fury. These guys are honest people to each other. So what's going to happen is going to happen, and whatever happens is for the best. Believe me.
Right. Is John going to be able to get to America?
I've no idea. I don't ever discuss personal issues. I generally don't discuss anything other than what I'm told to do and what I need to do. Other than that, yeah.
Because obviously, him being next to his son for the fight is going to obviously, I think, to be crucial.
Whether he is or whether he isn't, John Fury is in total trust of the team around Tyson. So John Fury's got no worries, no doubts, no nothing. He's got 100% trust and confidence in the team around him. Ben Davison has 100% trust and confidence in the team around him. And that's the way it is. When everybody's singing from the same hymn sheet, you don't doubt anybody because you know the job's getting done.
But let me see if there's any other main questions. There's a lot of comments. Talks about Ricky Hatton. I think more or less people are arguing themselves. What about finally the thing about Tyson holding back?
Yeah, absolutely. Why shouldn't he hold back? Get the rounds in. By him stopping Pianetta, what does he get out of that? What does he get out of that?
Stoppage win?
No, but then he exposes the punches that he's going for the stoppage, doesn't he? He's giving something away. Why give anything away? Don't give anything away.
Well, wait. You knock a person out, look impressive. That's not giving anything. Let's show you. Look, I'm ready. I don't have business. I'm coming.
Okay. Tyson drops him round 1, round 2, round 3. There's then a problem, isn't there? What if the team thinks, hold on a second, this ain't the Tyson Fury that we felt that was not ready, that was needed a few more fights. Oh, you know what? Let's just ease off a little. Let's just make an excuse. There's a reason. There's always a reason behind everything. Do not give anything away.
All right, but hold it. If this fight was already signed, in theory, if the fight was already signed and contracts were in place, then the fight was going to happen anyway. Wilder's a fighting man. Tyson's a fighting man. So, what?
How many times have there been fights where they've been agreed, signed, sealed, where they thought, hold on a second. Like David Hayescamp knew what Tyson was about. Word was getting back to them. And all of a sudden, something happened, he pulled out. Listen, it happens in boxing. It's a business. They're going to think, hold on, this ain't the Tyson Fury we thought. And look at Deontay's sparring partner that came over. What did he say? Tyson Fury is a different animal. Waltz is from the same city as him, spars him. You know, these people know. They all know what Tyson Fury is about. And I'm sure words get around. And now I'm sure Waltz went to say it, but he did an interview where he said, you know, Tyson Fury would beat Wilder. He knows. He's been with both of them. Now, my point to you is everybody will have an opinion. Everybody. But we're not going to know until fight day. Fight night, when it's happening. Until both are in the ring and it's about to happen, then everybody can give their opinion.
Are you going to the States with them? It's a silly question to ask, but are you going to the States with them?
I have no idea. I generally don't have any idea. Everything's on a need-to-know basis. Obviously, if I'm there, I'm there. If I'm not, I'm not. I'll still be doing what I'm doing. I'll still be supporting Tyson. I'll still be supporting Ben Davies. But see what happens.
Okay.
The question is, would they let me in the country?
Final thoughts, Asgar. Do you know anything about round-for-round boxing?
Is it an online gaming thing where people can play each other online? Boxers get involved?
No, it's a game that's in development at the moment. We are the official channel for it, and it'll be coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's in development as we speak. A lot of great fighters have already signed for it, and a lot more great fighters are going to be on it.
Hey, ask them. Send me a PS4. Let me promote it. Let me promote it. I'll get it out there, man.
What we need to get Tyson in there. We've got at the moment Lucas Brown's part of the game. We've got Ruiz in the game. We've got Joe McLennan in the game. We've got Camacho in the game. We've got Chuck Paulie in the game.
Yeah, listen.
Butterbean in the game. We've got so many great fighters in the game. So
it's like you said, it's a game. Tyson's real. Come into this year, the real fight's happening. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder for the #1 spot. Lineal champion, WBC champion.
We need Tyson in the game. Talk to Tyson. We need him in the game.
Just tell him to send us some PS4s, and then boom, we'll have a little talk about it.
Okay, we'll be in touch. And listen, hook that up for me to talk to Mr. Davidson.
Just send him a message.
I did.
He's his own man. Believe me, he'll get back to you when he gets time. The man's been away from his family for a long, long time. people don't really understand Ben. Obviously, people can have their questions with Ben. But one thing I will say, the man's a great man. He's a genius. He's a world-leveled trainer. He's already been there at that stage. He's already been there with Billy Joe Saunders. He was already doing what he was doing in Marbella. Those that know. Got to give you credit to Ben Davidson.
We'll hook it up. Let's make it happen, Asgar.
Can I just say, Ingram, thank you very much for having me on. I do follow your work. Obviously, you know my situation. I've been doing what I've been doing. You've given me my space.
Yes.
Hence why I've not done an interview with nobody else but yourself.
Yes.
If the first person I'm going to do an interview with will be Ingram, because we've got that good relationship. And again, thanks for your patience, my friend, and hopefully we'll get to meet very soon.
Sounds good. And it's good when we get together. Always gets passionate, as always.
You take care, my friend. Thanks for having me on.
All the best. Thank you.
All the best, my friend. Bye.
Let's take care. Bye-bye. So there we have it there. Asgar with Team Fuel. Asgar Tahir there. We've delivered the interview for you. I think I pushed as much as I could to get as many questions out as possible. I hope that's answered many questions for you guys. Maybe I didn't answer. Maybe questions have not been answered, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, Round for Round Boxing. I'll be back here later today, hopefully, with some interesting news. Might have to show you some stuff. I've seen some stuff behind the scenes today, and I was like, wow. So I'm just going to get the nod. I should be getting the nod, and then I'll be able to share with you some great stuff from Round for Round Boxing. Let me just check and see. Yep. So I'll be able to later on give you some stuff from Round for Round Boxing. Don't forget to hit subscribe on the channel. Three Kings Boxing, www.threekingsboxing.com for your latest boxing news. Round for Round Boxing. Check out the website, www.roundforroundboxing.com. And please subscribe to BWTM Sports. We appreciate you. Thank you all so much once again. It is what it says. It says Inspire, and that's exactly what it says. It's Inspire, not Inspire. It's Inspire, please. Because we put it there for a reason. Once again, it's BWTM Sports. Inspire, educate, empower. The 3 E's. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.